Hello, hello, happy Monday, everybody, and welcome to my channel. I'm Dwania. I'm the founder of Canadian Small Businesswoman, and we are doing a 52-week series that's really an on the clock masterclass as to how we run our business and especially about event planning. Now, if you watched the last three, you noticed two of them were from hotel rooms. I'm finally home. I took a few weeks and I went on holiday. We started with our book tour in Dubai. We had a great time. And now I'm back home. And my promise is to do this weekly so that I can tell you a little bit about what we do in our business on a week to week basis, because I often get asked how I do the things I do. This is also your opportunity to ask me some questions. If you have any questions, please leave a comment under this video. I will come back and I will check. So yeah, let's dive right in. I won't make these long, but I will try to be as effective as I can be. So like I said, we've been traveling for the past few weeks. And last week, I did say that we finished our sponsorship deck. I am going to show you the deck and go through it so that you know what we put in our sponsorship deck. The other things that we did, I'm going to be looking up a little bit because I do have a to-do list that I wrote, and I'm trying to make sure I let you know exactly what I did. So what did we do? We managed to share the deck with one of my interns for review. And she did review it and she gave it her blessing. So that's good. We managed to do some updates on our YouTube channel this week. We also managed to do some follow-up emails with some of our speakers just to be able to get all the assets. So what I did was I sent an email just letting them know exactly what I needed from them and what date I needed it by so that this week I can start working on my speaker agreements. I will show you a little bit of what that looks like next week once I finish them. The other thing we did was we updated some stuff on our website. I started updating the page that's going to be used for the landing page for our event. It is quite a bit to be updated, but I can't do the final update unless I get all the assets, like the images from our speakers. So that's all that's waiting on right now. Everything else is done. We also wrote out some scripts and things that we need for some of our online lives that we plan on doing. And we made the conference schedule. We also did our save the date, and we sent that out to our various social media platforms. Now, before I dive into anything else, what I want to do is what I promised. I want to share what our sponsorship deck looks like. So if you give me a second, I'm going to make an attempt to share my screen. La 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 la. It will be, give me a second. La la. I have two of them open. Let's try this one. Okay. I am going to be sharing this tab. Why is it not going? Okay. Okay, there's the button. Share. Okay. So now you can see what our sponsorship deck looks like. So we did everything in Canva. We used what is our actual logo for the event. So it's the Amplify Your Voice Conference. We put a nice little tagline. I will make this a little bit bigger. We also put contact information for who to contact when you have sponsorship queries. We also put in a table of contents because sometimes we're dealing with some really busy people in some really high organizations, and they just want to get to the meat and potatoes of everything. They might not need to go through the about, the opportunity, the highlights. They might just want to see the sponsor benefits and the social reach. That might be what's important to them. Then they can jump to that if they want. We put an about because we want to obviously talk about Canadian small business women, what we're about, and what our partnerships look like. We also obviously have to put in when the event is, where the event will be, the time for the event. Then we like to throw in some highlights, right? Some highlights from what last year's event looks like so that they can see the feel of the event, because you want people who will sponsor to have a feel of what the event is like. Let's say I put this package out to people who are very creative and who create things that they would like to see in our swag bags. This gives them an opportunity to see what the event looks like and see if their product would benefit from being placed in this type of environment, right? So that's the reason why I throw some highlights in there. Then we do an event brief where we talk about what the event is about. And, I touched a little bit about who our speakers were last year. We also throw in our social reach because this is so important to sponsors. They want to know how many eyes are going to be on their product, on their logo, how many people are going to really know about who they are and what they've done, because our sponsors usually want to be presented as someone who supports this type of business. They want to support women. They want to support women entrepreneurs. They want to feel like they are right at the forefront of whatever we're pushing when it comes to championing women. So we want to show them our social reach. Then we break down the levels of sponsorships that's available. Once you do that at a glance, yes, they can see if this is within their budget. But we always include the statement where we can always curate a package that suits your budget. Let's say we have a company that can only afford to do $1,000 sponsorship. We can sit down and see what do they expect for that amount. We can curate a package for them. Let's say we have a company that, I don't know, they might want to sponsor us in the amount of $20,000. What does that look like for them? Or anything in between. Or this also serves for people who want to sponsor in items for swag bags. We have to sit and see what the equivalence of that item is. How much does it cost? How much does it cost for us to get 150 pieces of those items? And then we work out what the package can look like. Then we break down for each level all the things that we're offering for every level of sponsorship. Once we do that, we go right back again to trying to tell them that we can curate a package, mention that we can have a swag bag option, and just invite them to connect with us. And then we have a few testimonials at the end. So that's really the gist of what our package looks like. And as you can see, everything is branded. Every page has our logo, has our website, because they still need to be able to connect with our website if they need to. They need to see at a glance any page that they open. They need to know that it's a Canadian Small Business Women event, right? So these are the things to look at when it comes to your sponsorship package. Now, when we send this package out, I want to be clear that we don't just press send and attach the package. We also curate an email that's going to be specific to the company that we're targeting. So for example, if we decide that we're targeting Lush, we would sit down and we'd go through Lush's website, see what their goals are for the year. Usually they have, their mission, their vision, and they have what they intend to achieve when it comes to leadership. And we see how we can align with that. And in our email, we will say how we can align with them and say how it can be beneficial for them meeting their goals. And then we attach the sponsorship package. So there needs to be something eye-catching. We need to find the right contact. We need to make sure we're saying the right words when it comes to going, yes, we want you to be a sponsor. It's not just, hey, sponsor us. This is the event, see attached. It doesn't work that way. because think of the hundreds of emails that they get that's saying about the same thing. What we want to do is show them the impact that they will have on our community, as well as the impact we will have on them meeting their goals. So that's the gist of everything sponsorship related. Now, that was the big part for us. We finished the sponsorship package. We got everything together with our speakers. We're just waiting on just some material. What do we have left? So this week, just getting back, it's kind of a little daunting because I'm trying to get quite a bit done, but we're going to have to juggle this week. We also, actually, I should say, we started sending out requests for partnerships for our accelerator program that we need to open applications for soon, very soon. So this week, I need to make the accelerator schedule. I need to contact all our facilitators to see if they're on board this year again. And then I need to create the accelerator application form and get that going so that we can start accepting applicants for the accelerator program. So all that is definitely on the to-do list for this week. Other things on the to-do list, we did some recordings. I mentioned this in week 1, I believe, of our vlog. We did some recordings of our Ask the Expert segment for with Alterna, and we need to, by this week, have their marketing team review everything before we can make them live. So that's going to be sent out to them this week. And we're going to be posting some previously run workshops on our YouTube channel, probably within the next few weeks. So I need to schedule them all out this week so that you all can get some more content, because content is what you are here for. So those are the things we plan on doing this week. Please wish us luck. I do need to meet with our intern. And also, I'm saying this not just to say it, but to hold myself accountable. By the end of this week, I need to sort out all of my January paperwork for the business, go through balancing everything that needs to be balanced. And I need to get started in everything that I need to get done for tax season. That's really, it's a habit I'm going to try to start getting into so that my accountant can be happy with me. So those are the things I'm doing this week. Let me know if you have any questions about sponsorships, about sponsorship forms, about how to get sponsors, and drop them in the comments, because like I said, I will come back and I will check them. I try to keep these sweet, between 10 and 15 minutes. I think we've done well so far. If you need to reach us, it is info@canadiansmallbusinesswomen.ca. In the description, you have the links to our website and all of our socials. And again, I'll see you next week. And hopefully I get all the things I said I would do done. Bye.